Hi, everybody.
And be like, stay away, Rob's mine.
We're live. We're here.
Barely.
Barely. But how are you? That's good. So we hit 400 followers.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We're so big
Officially.
mad about it.
Officially, V, Marcario, Knight's Honor, and Shiny Toast 89, you're all on my shit list.
Those are my friends.
All of you.
Those are my friends. Those are my IRL friends.
Yeah, well, they're
You're
on my
all-
shit
you're
list
all-
now.
You're all my IRL friends.
Because
They're
we were
my- they're my
good.
friend group.
We were
They're my friend group.
coasting. We were there, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to have to do this bullshit.
What's our subscriber goal? We'll have to do one of those.
I don't fucking know. I don't even
What
know
are
how
we
many
at?
subs we have.
I was gonna say.
I don't know.
That's
There are
okay.
more than 3, because 3 people here subscribe. So
I
More
just hit
than
my
3.
11-month anniversary, so I'm
yeah,
almost a
you
year.
did. Well, other than that, we got some shit going on.
We're growing.
We got a Song of Crystal and Shadow on Thursday. We got Pixies 5 on Friday. Together Among the Stars on Saturday. With our special guest Beats by Becky. Because we
Oh,
loves
my
Becky.
husband. My husband.
Yeah. What else we got? We got the merch store. You can go to tinyurl.com/vacmerch to go check that out. And of course, our sponsor for tonight is Canadian Dice. Duh. You can go to canadiandice.ca, use the code TheVactera, all one word, for 10% off of your order. No, not Dice Daddy. Get out of here with Dice Daddy. We don't get any kickback from that.
What, Dice
Well,
Daddy
what
not
if we
working
did?
anymore?
It does, but we don't get the kickback.
What about
Oh,
Jeremy's nipples?
That one still works, apparently.
Apparently.
Why
Some
don't
bullshit.
they give us? I came up with Dice Daddy. We should get kickback for that.
I don't know. Take it up with
Take it up,
Ryan.
Ryan.
What the fuck, Ryan? At least I should get kickback for that. Sponsor me, Ryan.
Yeah. And then, of course, you can catch our podcasts over on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Amazon Music. Yeah. Stuff and things.
Things and stuff.
Whatever.
I'm so
Discord.
mad. You're
Like your
so
Discord.
mad about it. I love it.
Join our Discord and
I'm-
add stuff to the.
I'm
to
not
the
mad. I'm disappointed.
Afi.
Why are you disappointed by the fact that we hit 400 followers? Shut the fuck up with that shit.
Yeah. What's up, Agni?
We have 25 subs.
Hey, that's pretty good.
How
Thanks,
many
everybody, for
DOMs do we
subbing.
have?
None. We're all bottom babies.
No. I'm a switch. Thank you very much. A top leaning switch.
Okay, fair.
Service
Fine.
top.
Fine.
But still.
Fine.
I heard that little chuckle, Rob. Heard that little chuckle.
Oh, look at all that. Hello. Thank you
Oh
for
my
the gifted
gosh.
subs, Artemis.
A hype train is close. Choo choo.
Yeah. Well, where we left off on our last episode of Mistwalkers, you were in the midst of a... Oh, thanks, Agni. You dick. Y'all were in
fuck
the
Agni.
midst of a watch. So there were some chats, some things that happened. Earlier in the day, you had come across a very strange cave. Despite the heat and the humidity of this jungle that you find yourselves in, this cave was literally ice cold, with snow flowing out of it. And going inside, Sly and Yenrik found a frozen figure in ice in the middle of it, seeming to hold some sort of token forward as if they were using it to cast, maybe? And Yenrik, through clumsiness, broke off this ice statue's arms, and took the item, which later was determined to be a summoning gem of some sort for an elemental. And you still find your way along the path of the Bagman, trying to catch up to a creature who allegedly doesn't eat, sleep, breathe, drink, or rest.
That sounds amazing.
You
Did my
still seem to be
millennial
hot on his heels, though.
Did my millennial just show? I'll mute myself now.
Yeah, it did, but it's fine because I feel it.
That'd be fantastic.
So we are into the third watch with Keli and Sly. You are south currently of the Shadow Taker Lakes after traveling most of the day. It was very warm other than that one cave that you went into. So you've realized that your water supply may be a little bit in jeopardy. But for the time being, you're okay. And as the third watch picks up, I need either a perception check from each of you or one at advantage.
Who was on third watch again?
Me and Sly.
Ryan's lie.
You literally just said that, Affy. I'm so sorry. I zoned.
It's fine.
What do you want to do?
I mean, my perception's alright.
How do I know?
We can just do, we'll both do one. It's fine.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's an 11 and a 15, respectively. Guess which one was the low one?
Mine.
Okay. So as you're sort of sitting up in your makeshift tent, now, due to the seeming backfiring that's coming from your magical spells, you haven't had Breeze put up the tiny hut. So you've constantly, the last 2 days, been building shelters. And due to the size, sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna say apparently we have a new code for Canadian dice.
Theater likes giants.
No, my name is spelled with an Cedar. That's not my name. So close.
Anyway, these shelters you've been building, they have to actually go around 2 larger members of your party. So there isn't a whole lot of room to move. And when you're coming up for watch, you basically just sit up straight and watch from your spot. So that all said, Sly,
Mm-hmm.
about 45 feet out from your little shelter, you see what looks to be gold coins sort of dancing. There's about 5 of them.
Great. I tell Keli about it.
Okay. Do we see anything attached to these coins?
No, just seems to be out there. Also, thank you for the level 3 hype train, everyone. Y'all are awesome.
Choo choo.
It's been kind of a day.
It's been a day.
Okay.
Are they like on the ground or are they like floating around?
They're not floating high off the ground. They're sort of like moving a little bit on the breeze back and forth.
Like Sonic
That's
Wings.
Yeah,
not
kind of
suspicious.
actually. But you don't see anything like attached or whatever.
It's
What if?
probably best to just leave them alone.
But what if?
It's never good when somebody says that, okay? I'm listening.
What if somebody took a look?
What
Maybe-
if we
maybe it's our
didn't
small
and
friend.
said we did?
What if it's our small friends? And they're like, come get this. And I'm like, being super awfully rude to them by not going.
I
Wait.
feel like if it was your little friends, they would just come out.
There's too many people here. Wait, I can see in the dark farther than that.
You can. You see up to 60 feet, but you don't see anything really beyond that.
Would I be able to see them? Like if they were the...
Given the size of them, it's hard to say if you'd be able to make them out very easily. I will say, given your sort of close and personal interactions with the Chewingas, these are a little bit taller, like where they're floating at. So even if they were like holding them high above their heads or even mounted on the little kiwi birds that you saw them on, they're a little bit higher than that.
Just picturing an on-land anglerfish with.
Honestly,
Mhm.
that's probably what it is.
I'd really rather that you just stay here. However, you are a grown-ass adult. And you make your own decisions regardless what the rest of us think, so... I'd rather that you didn't.
What if I snuck a tiny bit closer to see if I can see anything?
What's a tiny bit?
All the way.
Just- Uh, like 10 feet? You'll still be able to see me.
I'm not worried about still being able to see you. I'm worried about being able to get to you fast enough. That did not come through at all, whatever you just said.
Super stealthy.
I know you are, sweetie. How about we wake up Minotaur boyfriend and then you can go?
He's not stealthy.
No, but at least if he's awake and you do something special, he's there to help.
Sure, if I go on my own though. It's only 10 feet.
Do you pinky promise?
Yes, I pinky promise.
Okay.
Give me a
Only
stealth
10
check.
feet. So help me God.
Please don't fuck it up. Please don't fuck it up.
Natural 1.
Yes.
Please tell me you have an inspiration or something.
Sort of inspiration.
I do. I do.
I would suggest that you use it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here for it if you want to do it for the vine, but...
Keeping in mind that natural 1s and natural 20s on skill checks are not automatic passes or failures.
But
They
it's
just
12,
make them
not
funny.
good.
It's just 10 feet. I feel like I should save it for something terrible that's going to happen later on when we see the Bagman.
In 2 minutes when you trip 10 feet away from here? It's fine. Just go. Just do it. It's fine.
So, as you get up to move out of the hut, as I said before, there isn't a whole lot of room to move around in here. And you find yourself creeping towards the door and roll me a D8.
There you go. See, I'm going to trip over somebody and it's going to be fine because, like, I'm not even
No,
gonna
whose crotch are you about to step
Yeah, I
on?
was gonna say, who are you gonna step on?
Okay, and roll me another
Yeah.
D8.
Slim.
This is terrible, guys. This is not going well.
Body shot.
Right in our misses or
Okay.
in Apple's
Uh,
ball.
So as you're creeping out, you feel something squish a little bit under your foot, and you've put a heel into Alaric's leg.
Oh no. Look, what?
Everybody
what,
wakes
what?
up at the shout
What?
from Alaric.
Literally just knives. What is it?
Wanda Web is out. Bunch of other stuff.
Axe.
Songbook
Knife.
ready to go.
I just like put a hand out on Athelstan to keep him from like flying out the door.
Just be thankful she didn't roll a 6.
So
Yeah.
listen.
You would not be having more children.
Mm.
Oh no.
So listen. Please don't kill me. I'm sorry.
He just flicks his wrist and the arm blade disappears. What is it?
Go back to sleep.
What is it?
It's okay.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I just like
Are you okay?
Go out
Are
of-
you okay, Alaric?
He's checking himself to see if there's blood or anything.
No blood, no skin has been broken. You like unbuckle your pants and like push it down so you can look at your leg, your thigh.
Wearing
No.
pants. Come on.
It's just bruised. Pretty like severely bruised, but just bruised.
Athelstan like cocks an eyebrow and makes eye contact with Liliana. and he kind of like gestures at him, like kind of like does like a nice or like that kind of nod, like. How? And I need a word picture real quick. How beefy are Alaric's thighs? This can be a new code. Alaric's beefy thighs.
I
I don't know, Alaric. How beefy are your thighs?
How beefy is Alaric?
How thick are you?
Because like he's a smith and an artificer. So like heavy
He's
equipment.
stronger than the average person, given an average person is a 10.
In lifting heavy metals, has he had to do some crazy squats now and then?
A bit.
So he's got some fucking beef thighs. Hell yeah.
fully stabbed Athelstan once with a heel. This is fine.
He just
That
looks
was
at
an
the wrist, he's like, he'll be fine. Can I go back to sleep now?
Yes.
Wait, weren't you gonna
Um,
explain?
Hmm?
Wasn't she gonna explain?
That's what's happening.
Explain what? I wasn't gonna explain
Why?
anything.
Why are you standing?
I tell them what you saw.
Don't stand up in here. Then you're gonna take away the one thing that Gordon likes to do in the morning while we're here.
I'm way too short for that.
It's a very close quarters in here.
There's a weird thing over there. And I was gonna walk 10 feet to see if I could see better.
He looks at it.
With it being pointed out, you see the same thing I described.
Just dancing coins.
Obviously a little further beyond that because of your double sight, but your predator sight, sorry, but
He like just like the looks over there and then just like cuts back to Sly. That is obviously a trap.
That's why I said 10 feet, not 45.
Can I do
Not something you see every day.
like an arcana or like a nature check or something?
That would have been really smart.
nature, probably.
Probably should have thought of that.
Eh.
Every morning, pretty or smart, and look at me.
12.
Uh,
None.
okay, so it's nature, not arcana.
Correct.
Okay.
Is Breeze sitting up? Is everyone sitting up right now?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Alaric screaming after being stepped on woke everybody up.
For being stabbed with a heel.
I'm sorry.
getting stepped on. Getting stepped on.
Okay, so Breeze, you're the only one that knows sort of what this might be. You have heard of the golden lilies, and they literally are just giant lilies that have like their stamen out, their plant dick out, and it looks like a gold coin.
Are they carnivorous plants?
That you're not sure of.
Uh,
You're not into horticulture.
Where's Atlas
well, I'm not thinking.
when you need
Oh,
Atlas?
might be.
What?
Goggles down. Golden lilies?
Is this the first time that we've seen the goggles?
No, these are
No.
goggles tonight. I've always had them.
Oh, I didn't know.
Or I've had them for a long time.
Okay, they just like come out of your hair like a.
Yeah. That'd be golden lilies. Just lilies with the stamen not in them currently.
Are they edible?
You're edible.
Mhm. Anything's edible.
Anything's
Might
edible
not
if you
be
try hard
right.
enough.
Might not be a nice taste depending on
Everything's
That
edible
might be
once.
poisonous. Yeah. What the rabbit said.
They're not very crunchy. It's not worth it. Anyway,
Okay.
sorry.
Good night.
Lays back down.
Go back to bed.
Lays back down just as Breeze just like flops over. Horn
Oh,
right in the nipple.
Don't go chasing more stuff.
Listen,
Or if you do, do it in the opposite direction of me.
I'll take my shoes off.
Literally, you got a little bruise, Alice. Ulrich, you're fine. Big baby.
I thought you were gonna yeet the cat.
Just yeet the
No.
pasta.
Okay, so I have been working from home for so long now, I don't even notice when she's climbing on me anymore. I just move her to my shoulder, and then she just is a tiny menace. And
I don't know where the wrinkle
Yeah.
tape went. Hopefully not getting
okay,
up to
everybody go back to sleep. Sly, stay here.
Does Yenrik go back to sleep? Because I feel like this is Yenrik's alley here.
Go back
For
to
the
sleep.
love of God, go back to sleep.
It's like we all look around for Ninrik. He's just over there eating the flowers.
While he's being eaten by the flowers.
Make a perception check.
Who?
Anybody looking for Unrik?
Athelstan doesn't care. Well, he cares,
Oh.
but not like he's
Oh,
already
fair
laying
enough.
down. He's doing this
25.
thing.
Fucking God, something good.
I rolled a nat 20 on that.
He's got his hands folded on his stomach, trying to keep his elbows in because he doesn't want to bump into everybody. You know, just like you don't want to bump too, like you don't want to touch too much because you know, just in case, you know, because you don't want to be seen as clingy.
Okay. Eli and Sly and Atlas. You don't see Yenrik. But you do see a large, dark figure kind of scurry off into the bushes.
Mm-hmm.
Larger than Yenrik.
Like that.
Like Bagman shaped?
No, bulkier. The Bagman is very like lean and sinewy and, you know, arms and legs that are too long, fingers and toes that are too long, and very, very skinny. Like basically just this husk over bone and muscle. This was bulkier. More like Dorito shaped.
It's Michael Phelps from earlier. The skinny dipper.
Yenrik, what did you summon? You can't hear me because you're not there, but you know, it's a good thought.
Where the hell did Yenrik go?
Maybe he got eaten by something and you get your dream.
Do I hear anything?
Yeah, as you're looking around, you eventually see, oh, there's Yenrik, standing at the Golden Lily.
Yeah, that's what I
So-
thought. Yenrik, the fuck are you doing?
Touching.
Steal
Why?
Touch it?
Why not?
Because it's gonna eat your face off. Get back here.
Then I deserve it, right?
Literally in his sleep, Athelstan's just like, oh, another fucker with a death wish.
I
Just
don't know
kidding.
what the child catcher is, but that sounds like something I don't want to know what it is. In the chat.
Whatever. I'm not your mother. If you get eaten, you get eaten.
The
That's
Baba
fair.
Yaga.
Don't come crying to me.
Yenrik's over there and he's fine.
I'm
Never
gonna
mind,
try
I'm not
to
gonna
like
say what I was just thinking.
dig one up without like harming the roots.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna pull an Eva. Or no, a Wally.
I'd roll, but I got kicked from fantasy grounds.
Haha.
Okay. Gonna roll a nature check for you.
I'm just pouting in the corner. It's fine. Whatever.
Okay. So you start to how are you digging to get around the roots? And keeping in mind that as you're standing before this thing, it is very big. Like about your height at the tips of your ears when they're fully like
Oh.
upright.
I didn't realize they were that big.
Yeah, they're big flowers. They're not little.
Then never mind.
You've got about 3 seconds before you disappear inside that thing. Come back here.
Like with the cow plants in The Sims.
Right? With the little cake piece sticking out? Yes.
It looks smaller from a distance, so I like walk back with like the ears drooped and everything.
Sad face. Sad bunny.
face.
I almost went, aw.
Oh. Oh no, we're not. No. Wrong character.
I quake with fear.
Yeah.
So, Yenrik, as you turn and head back to the hut, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
There it is.
All right.
There it is.
There it is.
Just gonna
Well, that was
slurp 'em in
almost a
like-
one. It was
like
almost a
angel
one.
hair- Angel hair pasta.
So as you turn and walk away, the rest of you see this golden coin kind of move a little bit closer, and then it opens wide, and it's this massive mouth. It's actually like a python mouth, so fangs and teeth, and you can see like the venom sacs deeper in its mouth, and it snaps at the air next to Yenrik's ears.
Damn, I'm already asleep. That would have been great to
It's
see.
been great to see
I
you.
just look at Sly like, see.
Fine. But I'm gonna be mad about it.
Mad about it? Okay. I love that the Mighty Boomstick is the one that asked that question.
I know.
By the way, that was great.
Is that what they're called?
All right.
It's
I
it's
just
not
like slink back.
it's not a python plant. It does look
Not
like a
weeping
lily.
bell either.
Seems like it.
And you know what? Based off of how my knowledge of daylilies, accurate. Happy returns. Stephanie returns. Why are they all returning? What are they eating?
So, Yenrik, you feel this sort of whiff by your ears, but nothing further seems to occur as you move
As
out
I'm
of its
walking-
reach.
I just like no, and I continue walking toward the tent.
You watch the
Smack
big
it.
mouth kind of retreats into that little golden stamen again, and it just looks like a little floating gold coin again.
Yeah. Go back to sleep, Yenrik.
I suppose.
That was exciting.
Are we gonna talk about the weird?
The weird. Oh, the person. I mean, they're not here, so there's no point in waking everybody else back up unless they come back. It wasn't who we were looking for.
What if they're sneaking around? Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'd rather that we didn't get separated. So just stay here. If they come back, we'll deal with it.
I just think we should see if we can hear anything weird. Aren't there a bunch of people trying to kill us?
Probably. To be fair, we're also trying to kill a bunch of people, so.
Yeah, but that doesn't affect me in the same way as me potentially getting killed.
Do you really want to go look?
See if we hear anything. I don't need to leave. I'll probably step on somebody again.
Okay, you can listen. That's fine. We both listen very hard.
Listening very hard, you hear the snoring of a couple of your compatriots that have already fallen back to sleep. Yenrik settling down to go back to sleep in his little bunny poof.
Like a cat.
Yep. You hear Alaric muttering under his breath about the bruise near his dick.
It was an accident. At least it's not cannibal jail. I mean, that was just me, but whatever.
Yeah, what happened that you got in cannibal jail, by the way?
I don't actually know because I'm not the one who was playing that game.
You were actually.
Were.
You
Yeah, you weren't
did
there
the
for
thing,
the
but
jail
then
part of it.
Yeah, you did the thing, but you weren't there for the consequences of the thing that you did.
Out of character, I know what happened, but
Yeah. So in character, you tried to pickpocket somebody in Harmonia.
Right.
That person caught you, and you and Thella were thrown into prison, which you later discovered was in the village of a lot of cannibals.
Listen, I just really like pockets, okay? I didn't have a bestie whose pockets I could just try to raid every 5 minutes.
that's fair.
You know this about me. It's not news.
Also, true. Yes, I have noticed.
The part of my charm.
You are getting better at it, though. I can say that. Most of the time, anyways.
Yeah.
One of those
Better at
things
not
where
doing
you
it or better
have
at
to
doing it?
practice.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh. Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
you've been very good for Athelstan. I'm glad. He needed a friend like you.
He's pretty cool. Lots of stuff in his pockets.
He has his moments, yes.
Carries me around so I don't get my feet wet.
Mm-hmm. He's very considerate like that.
Pretty cool bestie, all in all.
It's good.
And y'all thought I was gonna get eaten or something.
I mean, it's still a very real possibility. I'm just saying.
Just pat,
Yeah.
pat, pat. Fine.
It seems to almost happen every other episode.
I was talking about getting eaten by Athelstan because I was annoying the shit out of him.
Oh, well, he talks a good game.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys joined us.
Glad that we're here too. We've all sort of learned a lot from each other.
That's true. Like, don't listen to dolls.
Yeah, about that.
What?
We've been kind of busy, and I haven't really had a chance to deal with it, but I think that thing is still in my head.
What makes you think that?
You know when we were running away from that pirate? Why does
Yeah.
it seem like we run away from a lot of things? Anyways,
It's not always my fault. At least.
we were running away from that pirate, and I heard it again.
What did it say?
And then I think I heard it again in the mists. It was either that or it was my ex-wife. I'm not sure. I can't really tell the difference sometimes. They both sound creepy.
Oof.
Yeah, there's a lot of things crawling around inside my head right now. I'm not a
What
big
did it
fan,
say, though?
but we've been kind of busy.
What did it say?
I don't actually remember what the damn thing said when we were leaving. I've only watched that episode once. I can't remember what it said. Something about it would see me again.
Oh.
And then in the mists, I couldn't actually understand it, but it sounded like it. What are you complaining about?
Well, I mean, at least we both have some creepy ass thing that's like, we're gonna see each other again.
I have two of them. It's exciting.
You win. For the most stressful situation, I think.
One of them I'm not afraid of.
We find out it's not either Keeli's ex-wife or the doll. It's just someone that she annoyed in her previous unit that's just haunting her.
It's Des.
Probably.
Dreamwalking or whatever it is that he does.
Yeah.
So
that's a thing that we'll have to deal with eventually, but like I said, we've been a little busy.
did you tell Athelstan?
Nope.
Are you going to?
Nope.
So
He's
what's your
got enough-
favorite color? Because that's the only thing we talked about just now.
Oh boy. I think my favorite color is teal.
Good choice. It's a good choice.
What's yours?
Purple. And that was my favorite color before Bestie happened, okay?
Okay, I'll let you have that one.
It's true.
Make a deception check.
It's literally true, but okay.
You can make a persuasion check in that case, then. Couldn't
I
tell
just
by your
roll
face.
the wrong one? Oh, there we go.
Here you go. Sure.
Yeah,
Keeley would
legit.
believe you.
So about the water situation. What are we gonna do about that?
I mean, I have the ability to make water. The problem is that it's a spell, and we've seen how that's sort of reacted.
But we boiled water before in a shield, right? And it was fine. Nobody died.
Yeah, a little bit of. I think you guys used some of that snow from the ice cave,
Was
and
it
that was
snow or was
okay.
it water from? See, I'm asking you.
I don't remember. We got extra water from somewhere. I just don't remember where.
I don't think it was the snow.
No, it was the end of the Shadowtaker Lakes, the river that kind of peels off to the south. It goes
Okay.
under a plateau and kind of disappears into what you assume is sort of like an underground cistern situation. And you got water from there and boiled that.
Can you not chew on me? Thank you.
I feel like we probably did. We have the option to bring more water stuff. I feel like we should have brought more water stuff if that was an
I
option.
mean, we had like we could have grabbed extra water skins. Like I grabbed an extra water skin on purpose, but
I got
the issue
excited
is
about the
that
axes. Sorry.
the weather is making it so that we're going through the water a little faster. The heat.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we get desperate, I can try to use my magic.
We're surrounded by plants. Isn't there condensation on the leaves?
I'm sure, and Athelstan probably would know better than me about how to do that kind of thing. So maybe in the morning we try, but
Okay.
you doing okay though with all of this?
Yeah. Ish, I guess.
You said that he brought you here.
Yeah. That is indeed what happened.
Do you know why? At all?
No. As far as I know, people don't usually show up somewhere else. Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. There's all kinds of stories about him.
Yeah. I just don't want to be taken somewhere else again. That's all.
Well, he's gonna have to go through Athelstan to get there, and I doubt that's gonna happen. So I don't know if you've noticed or not, but Athelstan is a little possessive of his friends. And he cares about you a lot. So you're not going anywhere without a fight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay away from the bags this time.
Yeah. Well, we don't have any with us, so you're all right, at least on our end.
True.
I just hope that all of this isn't for nothing. That he has the information we need. And I really don't want Athelstan to torture it out of him.
Why? Why not?
Athelstan sort of walks a fine line between his more natural side and his humanoid side. And I would hate for him to go down that path. Because it is very hard to come back once you do. I've seen it. And I don't want that for him.
Yeah, but I mean, killing the Bagman isn't really gonna hurt anybody. It'll actually probably do a lot of people some good.
Still a loss of life.
How many lives has he taken?
I'm not saying that it's not justified. However, it is a concern. I don't take life lightly. No one should.
I just pick up a shoe, like take off one of my shoes and pick up an axe and be like, I'll fucking do it. We don't talk about why I'll do it, but I'll do it.
Okay.
The road's already been gone down, but we're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
It wasn't a whole other lifetime ago. It's fine.
Seems to be a lot of that in this group.
Yeah. Yeah, that is certainly true. But yeah, I don't know. I'm fine.
Are you actually fine?
We don't need to talk about the fact that all I did was screech when he was summoned.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I'll be fine. When it might change.
He's
But-
gonna have to go through us to get to you. We've got you.
Are you sure?
As sure as I am about anything that goes on in this group.
All right. A side note, Afi, do we still feel the weird things that we were feeling? Like,
Yes, the feeling of being watched has not left you at all.
does my chest still hurt?
Oh, those feelings? Yes, all of that still remains. It's a little bit more manageable just because you've been dealing with it for the past 2 days. But all of that I previously described during
Still
the
feel.
eclipse is still very much your reality.
Thanks. I was just curious.
Do you make any sort of like gesture that indicates that your chest hurts?
Not really.
No.
Because I think it it's kind of like felt like something like hot, very hot, like whatever was like running down my chest and like down my legs and stuff. So it's kind of like everywhere. So if I do make any kind of indication that I'm sore, it wouldn't be directly about that.
On top of that, everybody's sort of been carrying that, the sort of pinched brow of
Everybody
things
looks like they're in pain.
hurt. Yeah. Things are uncomfortable. You're aware of your limbs and where the magic kind of flows through you. The only one that doesn't appear affected at all is Liliana.
And that's because she doesn't have magic, right? Or at least that's kind of what we figure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Wow. What a weird time to be alive.
indeed.
Are
We
we
need to
only
get out of
involved
here.
in this because... Oh, no, wait. Never mind. I remember why we're involved in this.
Yeah, because he supposedly has the information we need to save Ethelstan's home.
me. Hate it. Oh well.
I'm just sort of pet. It'll be okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if it doesn't turn out okay, it doesn't really matter because
Well, I'll be dead.
exactly. I'll just won't be around to worry about it.
Yeah, there is that option. I hope that doesn't happen because I kind of need to go to Barovia, but
Can you do me a favor?
Hmm.
If it's between Gordon and I,
please don't ask me to do that. Please
Oh,
don't
I'm
ask me to
asking.
make that choice.
I am.
Why do you guys do this to me? I cannot guarantee that, Sly. Simply because of what you mean to Athelstan. He would be devastated if he lost you. Please don't ask me to make that choice.
Stop with the logic.
I care about that idiot a lot. And you make him happy.
I do have that effect on people.
I will do what I can. But I cannot promise that.
Okay. I'm like planning to ask somebody else. Also, I quick side note. I still don't have punctuation on this keyboard because so if I send a message and it has no punctuation, that's why.
Okay.
Anything further on your watch?
No, we probably just sit in that sort of watchful silence.
Okay. The dancing gold coins remain. Eventually, the sun begins to rise, and you are greeted with a new, hot, sweltering, icky day.
Just sort of tap Gordon.
Pretty awesome.
Hey,
What?
Gordon, you want to
What?
knock the roof off again?
Yeah. And he immediately jumps up and just whoa, right through.
Just sit straight up. 10 out of 10. Good job, Gordon.
Thanks, man.
Nah, what the hell? And he stands up straight. just busts out of it.
Knock
Just
some more of it.
like
So you wake in the morning to the shelter being destroyed around you. And the day is yours. What do you intend to do with it?
How's everybody on water?
Low.
Yeah.
2.5 skins.
I
left.
actually were talking about that last night, Athelstan. These plants around us,
Mm-hmm.
she had the idea maybe they're collecting dew in them.
They are. He'll go over and do the thing.
Follow the train of thought, please.
I am following the train of thought. And he
Okay.
gets out of the hole that he made. I'm assuming that's survival, or can I just do it?
Survival with advantage since most people are going to be helping.
Hydrate.
Come on, Chad. That's what we're trying to do here.
21.
All right. And I'll say with the group hydrated, a very wonderful time. You are all able to fill your water skins. All of the water skins that you have in your possession are now full.
He like leans down this. He's like leaning down these huge leaves and like filling water skins and stuff. And also like for anybody who wants some fresh direct, he just like aims it toward their mouth.
Good God, I'm a fucking genius.
And I will say as well, the plants themselves, because the dew is collected and been consumed, none of that black ichor kind of remains on it. So seems to be clear, free and clear.
Pours some into like Breeze's mouth and then just lets the leaf go and lets it splash onto Yinrik. Oh no.
Oh my God. Maggie's inventory.
Isn't it awful? I hate going into Maggie's inventory.
I want to see it.
It's so bad.
I wanna see.
It's amazing. It's
Let
so
me
bad. It's
drive.
amazing.
Let me drive the horseman. I want to see. And then Rob can drive the horseman. I want to see.
Anyway.
It's like I knew that she hoards stuff, but oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. I love every bit of that.
Yeah. And not organized at all. It's in alphabetical order and that's it.
Yep.
The only one on there is the plant papoose because I made the plant papoose because I needed their names easily accessible.
I mean, my inventory isn't much
I'm here
better.
for it.
Can't figure out how to like put things in like underneath where it says bag, and now you can put it in a certain
So,
bag.
The blank space that's to the right of it, you just have to type in backpack.
I
Or
And
wherever
it
you're
will-
putting it.
I do, but it doesn't take that and put it underneath that. Is what bothers me.
It should. I'll take a
It
look at your
should.
inventory on break. So
Mine does.
now
Just
with
typing in. I'm gonna say typing in backpack doesn't do anything. You got to make sure it actually pops up backpack and what the backpack says. Because some backpacks are just backpack.
How many times can we say backpack?
Anyway,
Backpack.
moving on.
Okay.
You all have water for the day, presumably.
Do I need to do
Yep.
another survival check for food?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have advantage?
I don't know who's helping you hunt.
Me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Survival or stealth?
Survival.
15.
You find
Looking
some
for like not just
mushrooms
hunt.
and berries.
That's good. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Is like hunt. Is like gathering right now.
They don't appear to be poisonous.
I can't test this, Yenrik.
Yes, let's do it.
I throw one of the berries right into your mouth.
I will inspect it, not just eat it.
It lodges in the back of your throat.
Why
You
not?
cough it up and you look at it.
Okay.
I mean, I can just look at it and tell if it's poisonous or not.
There was a guidance from chat, so you can add a D4 to that. Okay.
Oh,
These berries, they are not poisonous. They are a little bit uncomfortable if you were to eat too many of them.
oh, they eat you back.
Like pineapples.
Yeah.
They would just make you have an upset tummy and maybe the poops.
All I'm thinking of.
Can I grow something? Can I grow something else? Encourage some plant that I recognize to produce in front of us. Just like a little handful. I don't know.
You didn't really see anything that you recognize.
That's okay. I don't want to actually cast.
Thanks,
magic
Liz.
anyway. Okay, we got some breakfast. A nice parfait. Some tea, you know.
You can manage about 4 or 5 berries depending on your constitution if you want to push it beyond that.
I don't recommend it. I mean, I will
So
take
not super filling.
I will take anyone's leftovers. but I thought it would go nice with our delicious MREs.
All right.
And
So
just so I know, when we're doing like our water stuff, like one water skin is a day's worth, correct?
yeah, about that.
Okay.
It seems to depend on how hot it is and how much water you go through.
Okay.
So today it is especially sticky.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
So everybody mark off a ration because your 4 or 5 berries is not going to be enough to sustain you.
So they weren't good berries. Darn.
No,
I did my best.
they were poop berries.
Damn.
Except, I mean,
Shit.
Atlas just like eating them. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. These are amazing.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god! Just kidding. Because I can't eat more than I already found.
You found like a bush,
Oh,
but
you
because of the
didn't say a
nature,
bush.
because of the nature of them, you can only eat 4 or 5.
Just compare. Oh, comparing. That's okay.
Played stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Actually,
Pretty much.
I will institute the Viva La Dirt League rule if I have to.
What the hell does that mean?
Basically, you can
Which
make jokes
one?
at the table, but at any point during the game, I can say, that sticks, do it.
Okay.
I did.
I mean, I
20.
feel like we do that anyways.
30,
Yeah.
20.
All right. You feel a little bit of that kind of uncomfortable grumbling.
He belches. Just like.
Yeah,
The
it doesn't
echo.
come out that way, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe
Recommend-
feels a little moist, but you're okay.
I don't recommend anybody eat too many of these.
You literally, Yenrik already said that, but good job.
Who was listening?
Yenrik spoke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I make sure I do it in his general direction.
All right. So the day begins to progress. How are you proceeding?
Same as last time, I assume.
Okay.
Quickly.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
You are
Sparkle
following
Pony-
the Bagman's tracks?
Yes, we
Well,
are attempting to do so. With the
All marks
scratchies.
in the trees.
Scratchies? Yeah.
Yeah. Sparkle Pony kind of in the lead with us helping him.
Okay,
Mhm.
so go ahead and roll a survival check for Atlas with advantage.
Hey, do you guys think if I used some of my inspiration that would be
Dirty 20.
bad?
Huh?
As in
Bardic
as
Yeah.
in
Oh.
inspire us in your bardic ways.
I mean,
like,
I
and
used a
something-
guidance spell and it caused that, so.
I mean, your music is pretty magical.
I mean, it's not really a spell. It's
It's a charisma
mean,
kind of thing.
You can try,
Your
and we'll
charisma
find
is-
out.
let's see if we actually really need it. But
Love how paranoid to use magic we all are right now.
I know. I'm going through my spell list going, okay, what's the opposite effect on like any of this?
Pretty much. That's why I'm scared to use that create water, the create food and water spell. Like, I'm terrified of what it's gonna do.
Great. We come across a broken bridge later. I cast Shatter. It rebuilds the bridge.
I mean, I can't help but think that we're taking that maybe it's personally as Cedar. I can't help but think that maybe it's not just automatically the opposite of what could happen because
Yeah,
I
we
think-
roll for it, but
yeah, I think
still.
I rolled on a table, but like I guess it makes sense and for the characters in the story.
Yeah, because so far
After-
it's all done the opposite.
Austin just like rolls his shoulders and the extra ribs and the spine crickety crack, and it just like ugh.
Has that thing changed at all? Like, has it looks exactly the same? Hasn't. Okay.
Are they him sized? Like if he had an extra,
You-
just had an extra pair?
You can't see the pelvis of this creature, so you don't know.
Oh, it has a pelvis? I thought it was just like hands, ribs, and
No, it's the
spine.
whole skeleton. It's like wrapped
Oh.
around you like a bear hug from the back.
Oh, I thought it was sorry, the image I had was literally just like the hands over the shoulders, the ribs,
Yeah.
and the spine.
That's what I
I
had
had
too. I
too.
thought it was just like spine and
I could have sworn that's what you
It-
said, but okay, that's
the
cool.
way it sort of fashioned itself around you, like, yes, it is a
It's my
whole
little
humanoid skeleton.
little emo backpack.
More or less, yeah, but it's just expanded to encompass your like body inside of it.
Mm-hmm. Is its skull growing on my skull now?
Do you check?
I ask somebody.
Well, Sly
don't
knows for
know.
sure.
So how much of this thing is... How much of it am I wearing, may I ask? Because I don't feel hindered at all. It's basically
you're asking
like,
us that?
yeah, I'm talking out loud in my Athelstan voice.
Okay.
We're walking
It's-
along and Atlas is like, this way.
It's
And I
an
can barely
entire
feel.
skeleton.
Hmm?
It's an entire
Where is the
skeleton.
thing's head? Since I know where that is. But
The
I
way
don't.
it's situated, like, it's on the back of Athelstan's head, but it's sort of like half melded into the back of his head, and
It's
its
like a cloak.
jaw is open, so it sort of creates this protective jaw, like, torque around his neck.
That's so cool.
That's not gonna come back to bite you in the ass later.
Gonna bite me
Or in the
throat.
neck.
Yeah.
Either one.
I
Alright.
explain that to Athelstan.
Eventually we're just gonna hear, "I got your nose," and it's gonna close its teeth on his nose.
Stop
No.
giving her ideas.
No, Athelstan's beautiful big nose. I love his big nose. And he kind of just like, I have a circle of teeth around my neck. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty metal.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
I have no idea. It just felt like the right thing to say. Can I feel it?
Okay.
Yeah, if you reach up, you can feel like this sort of split jawbone from where your spine is to about where your arteries are on the sides of your neck. And you can feel like the lower canines and all the teeth.
It's just literally just like we clicked together and
Yeah.
we've been glitched ever since because we haven't logged out of our Skyrim save.
Essentially.
Pretty much.
All right. So with that dirty 20 survival, it is getting a little more difficult to track the movement of the Bagman. Not so much in that you're losing the path, it's the path is being taken from you.
By the jungle?
Yes. The claw marks and everything where they were semi-fresh yesterday, you could see sort of the sap bleeding. Already, like, trunks are beginning to regrow, and the sap that's dried has seemed to harden into like a false trunk.
So it's like he's getting further away from us, probably.
It seems to be a path that is growing cold.
So we really got to move today then.
Well, I sure hate that.
So no stealthing. Cool. Okay.
I don't want to lose him.
I mean, obviously he's really not stealthing. Like he's.
He also, as far as any of us know, doesn't have to sleep or stop or anything like that, and we do. I mean, we can push through, but we risk exhaustion.
At the rate he's going, for all we know, he's already there.
Can you not be a pessimist about this? Like, we're gonna catch him. We have to at this point.
I didn't say we weren't. After all, we have to go to the same place he's going.
We still technically don't know which one he's headed towards, though.
He has, from yesterday, veered southwest.
So he's headed for the bay,
Maybe.
as far as we can tell, anyways.
Or maybe he knows the path around here and knows that that way is easier.
Thanks for the greater healing for when we meet the Bagman. Thank you, embroidered tales. We
That's
appreciate it.
Alyssa.
Alyssa.
Yeah, that's our Alyssa.
Hi.
So, through the day, as you're probably just past noon at this point, you've made your way around the plateau that opens up into the Gasping Way. Dude, here. You find
Can
yourself
put
at the.
map back out? I'm sorry.
Go.
Thank you.
You find yourself at the jeweled basilisk. Basilisk. Why is it spelled funny? Basilisk Lake.
No, it says Basilisk.
I don't care. It's basilisk. Fuck.
Snake Lake. The Snake Lake.
Snake
The
Lake.
petrifying snake lake.
The shiny Snake Lake.
Yeah. And you can see the waterfall is coming down off the plateau into the lake. And the lake itself seems to flow away to the south towards the Erumbamba River. However, as you are following the tracks from the Bagman that, again, are starting to fade, they stop heading south
Mm-hmm.
and they begin heading northwest.
He's doubling back.
Northwest?
He's doubling back.
What do we know is in that direction?
Laura's heart.
Yenrik, what is that direction?
Yeah, a lot of things. Let me check my book.
While he's checking the book, it's safe to assume, like usual rules in IRL, running water, falling from cliff face from plateau spring, is drinkable. Correct?
Well, okay, so another question along that way. Do the rivers run north to south or do they run south to north?
Yes.
Thanks.
I don't know. This place is fucky.
Yenrik, what you got?
I rolled a 6 nature check, y'all, just in case you wanted to know out there in chat land.
I mean, there is a temple in the canyon.
Which canyon?
Yes.
Yaguara's heart.
Yes, there.
A temple. Got
There's
anything more
a
than just a
temple-
temple?
A lot of things that try to eat you.
Anything a little bit more specific, aside from generalized information? Is there an asterisk?
Yes.
A footnote? Could you reference the footnote?
Yeah, but it would take too long, and we'd probably lose another day and a half of what's that way. Explaining what's that way. We could just go that way.
Okay, well, why don't we walk and you talk then?
We take some water for boiling.
Okay. Mark off half a day's ration of water for now.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you decide to stop and boil it now.
I don't think we can afford to. We could try.
Okay. How are you carrying this half ration of unboiled water?
Well, we'd have to boil it immediately, but we don't know when we're going to come across water again, so I think it would behoove us. Doesn't take too long for water to reach a boiling point. We don't know when we're going to run across most likely fresh water again. Anyone?
You're not
Sorry,
wrong.
I was reading the map.
All right.
I mean,
Grab your shield, bud.
I do
What?
still have a water skin of the special water.
What does that mean?
Uh, the zombification water, the undead creating water.
Why do you have that?
What
Didn't
do you
we?
mean, why?
Didn't we get rid of that?
No, we got rid of the thing in the thing.
We
But
got
I
rid
kept,
of the gelatinous cube spawn.
I kept the water skins of the skelly water.
Why? No, don't answer that. I don't care. And he just like me and Arler get to making a fire and getting the water to reach a boiling point as fast as possible. We're just like sitting there looking at it, like the best way to get water to boil.
Okay. I have a question. Not that I think that this has anything to do with anything, but looking at this map, do any of these words that aren't necessarily like in common, do they mean like are they another word for heart?
Not in any language you know.
God damn it.
What?
Can't read it either. Wait, maybe. Can I read it? I'm not doing anything special. I'm just looking at what I the languages.
Okay. Just double check something here.
I feel like we're missing something about this trial.
Yeah.
We're missing
Like-
a lot of things.
Nothing in the languages that you speak.
But it's called the Trial of Hearts. Why specifically hearts? Things have a name for a reason.
Because it's what keeps this place alive.
I mean, it could be just that simple, but if he's doubled back and headed northwest to a thing that literally says heart in it,
And looking at our map, that's the only thing that, at least of the big things, that has the word heart in it.
thanks, Jer. That's super helpful.
Did he enrage the enemy?
No,
No.
he just said fart instead of heart.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I am really horrible at figuring out puzzles in real life and Esquilai, so don't listen to me because I have no idea.
I'm super good at escape rooms IRL. So
I just feel like we're missing something, and it's
I feel I
frustrating.
knew the
So,
answer at some point.
Yeah, thanks. That's not helpful.
Checking
You
your
know,
book.
you could be looking at that footnote while we're waiting for this water to boil so we don't dehydrate to death.
maybe it's another way out.
Oh,
It's
What if the
tortoise
temp-
is-
what if
weird
the temple
that
is
he
a doorway?
doubled back.
Oh, apple stand! I found it,
What if the temple is another doorway? What is it, Yenrik?
but I can't tell you. I just want to let you know that I did find it.
What do you mean you
What?
can't tell us?
Can't you tell us?
I would like to pounce on Yenrik, please.
If Agni allows it,
Oh,
You can
Not like
absolutely
pounce to
attempt.
fight. I want to do like the anime thing, you know, like both hands against the wall kind of dealy, except on the ground.
Okay. You do so.
I got like my arms extended, and then I just slowly do a push up closer and closer down to his face.
as you jump, his book just slides away.
Somebody catch that.
I'm gonna go get it
Fix it up and stick it
and
back
to
in.
like just hold it against his face.
Why
Why what?
can't you tell me?
I don't remember.
No, I'm holding the book against your face. You're fine. You can remember.
Is that
It
the
is true. She
trail?
did say that.
No, I like turn the book around and it's all scratched out, except it's a secret.
What? Why are you like this?
Why is it scratched out?
I don't know. I don't remember why it's scratched out.
You didn't write down why you scratched something out?
No, that means I was supposed to forget it.
Why? Who controls you, Yenrik?
Like Mimi?
You, Yenrik. Who controls you? Why were you sent? Why were you sent for me? Who
I-
sent you? Why did they send you?
I mean,
Why
you
am
met her
I here?
to save Darkon.
Why is it that every twist and turn I am met only with questions, to my own questions? Why do you speak in circles?
Can't find the
Why?
straight edge.
Why do you continue to erase the straight edge?
I don't remember.
What will make you remember?
I don't know.
Must have unplugged my camera.
Well, it's a secret place, so either it's really good or really bad, so.
You must realize just how I'm feeling right now, Yenrik.
I barely remember how I'm feeling.
Take a guess.
You gotta poop? Because I gotta poop.
What is it named after? Who is it named after?
I don't like being toyed with. I don't like it.
Okay, looking at that trail that you just drew on there, does it look like he's actually headed in for Yaguara's heart, or he's headed for Gasping Way? Because the angle that you have that on is different.
It's difficult to say. That's just where the tracks lead at this point.
Okay.
I lift myself off of Yenrik.
Okay, but who is it named after? Who was that? Yenrik.
Is that in my book?
Let me just double check what's in your book. No, you are not sure what it's named after.
Nah, it's not in here. I don't remember.
Athelstan will
None of-
crouch in the moss. And
Okay.
place his hands down flat.
Okay.
Go ahead, Artemis.
No, I'm just. This isn't helping. We need to move.
Follow what we can.
Give me a second.
Do you
Oh,
want me to risk a spell at her? Sorry, honey. There's a
No,
delay.
go ahead.
I reach out. I reach through.
Okay. Your
Throwing
fingers
most of myself into it.
spread out across the moss, wide, so you can get as much surface area under your palms, between your fingers, and under your fingertips as possible. And you feel her heartbeat here. And as you kind of push into the dirt just a little bit, you begin to feel a second heartbeat. Louder, firmer, faster. One that's fueled by adrenaline. A hunter. And the rest of you watch as the moss begins to grow over Athelstan's fingers, climbing up his hands, his wrists, his arms. Athelstan, you begin to feel drained, pulling your energy down into the earth, away from you, away from her. And then blood begins to seep up between your fingers, soaking the moss.
Not yours.
You all have 6 seconds to react. What are you doing?
See
I
any
pull
of that?
away.
You all see it.
Part
I'll pull away.
You can't.
we see the blood.
Oh, yes.
I tackle
Tackle
Athelstan.
him away from that thing.
Okay. I need you both to make athletics checks, please.
With my great +1, let's see.
Athletics.
It was almost good.
It was almost good.
Jesus, I'm
Uh,
using a freaking
Flash of
inspiration.
inspiration.
On Keli,
My flash of genius.
that brings it to a 19.
19.
So Breeze, you go for the hip and you just kind of like thunk. Oh, that's gonna hurt tomorrow.
He's a thick boy.
Keli, you go for the shoulders and the central area, and you manage to completely tackle Athelstan into the ground, pulling his hands free, but not without damage. As you look down, you see where all the moss had been covering the clothing, the skin, and the weapon are all torn away, leaving exposed muscle and bone. And Athelstan, you're going to take some damage, my dear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
You take 29 damage,
Okay.
and currently you are bleeding heavily.
Fuck.
6 seconds to react. What's everybody doing?
I'm grabbing clothing out of my thing and wrapping his arms up.
Ulrich is...
I gotta check my inventory real quick.
Also,
I have a healer's
Wait.
kit and there's bandages in there.
Sly, what are you doing?
My
can
pocket.
how long does it take to light a torch? Because we can cauterize.
One
My
action.
Pockets. My pockets, Sly.
Yes, pockets.
My bottles.
Your
Okay.
action
The red one.
is either to grab the torch and light it, or grab clothing and wrap him.
Neither. I guess I'm gonna grab. Can I do both? Like, can I grab the bottle too, or is it one or the other?
You can grab a
Potion.
bottle, but you can't do anything with it.
Potions.
Okay. Wrap the arms and grab the bottle.
Ulrich is...
Okay. Laura?
Ulrich is just going to shove a potion of healing in his mouth.
Okay. Breeze?
I'll light the torch. Oh wait, I don't have one. I left my torches.
There's enough
'Cause I
people
can see in the
around you
dark.
that would have torches to be able to grab one of those and light it. Eli.
I have.
Okay.
I'm pulling my healer's kit out and getting bandages.
Yenrik? You're muted.
Keeping an eye on the area so we don't get surprised.
Okay, make a perception check. Laura, go ahead with that healing potion.
Give me a second.
Atlas doing anything?
And it didn't go through for some stupid reason. Give me a second.
Mhm.
A 7, so there's something.
Okay. Atlas doing anything?
Sorry, I'm double checking his inventory.
No problem.
The 6 seconds to react stresses me out.
I know. That's the point.
Around.
There's a reason why. There's a reason Ulrich keeps potions and stuff on his bandolier. He could literally just yank and go.
Yep.
It's like take. It's just like.
10 seconds, Keeley.
Atlas is gonna wait.
Okay.
If the bleeding doesn't stop, then he's gonna use a spell.
Second round of combat, you're going to take some more damage because you are bleeding out.
Second round, another
Wait.
potion.
I will get to you. Take another 28 damage.
Okay.
Fly.
Grab the torch from Breeze and like, listen, bestie, I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
You start cauterizing.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that. Alaric, what are you doing?
Another potion.
Okay, dump it. Breeze?
I don't know what should I do? What should I don't have anything.
Keep
Risk
applying
it.
pressure.
I can risk it with like a spell.
Don't do that.
Just keep applying pressure.
By pressure.
Okay, Keeley?
Bandages.
Yenrik, still looking?
Yeah.
All right. For you, you don't see anything in the immediate vicinity. The moss at your feet, where Athelstan had been connected, it has consumed the bone, the wrist blade that Athelstan wears, and the shredding of clothing that he was wearing on his arms. But you don't see any movement in the moss or anything like that.
Okay.
Now, Affy, quick question.
Mhm.
That's his bound weapon. So
Sit
was
now.
was it taken? Yeah, I figured. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
You don't
Just wanted
know.
to make sure. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. That's his soul weapon, yeah.
Yep. I'm aware.
Just want to make sure.
Okay.
Liz in chat.
All right. Hang on that. So, Sly and Keeley, with your combined efforts with direct pressure and the healer's kit, I need one of you to make a medicine check at advantage.
Oh. I'm assuming that I would do that because
Probably better.
Either way, Ulrich's right there with them, so flash of genius to whatever.
so 27 plus 5. So
32.
32. All right. You start to get the bleeding to stop. Next round, at the very top of the initiative, something occurs. For a moment, the entire jungle seems to go silent as a hand reaches out from the moss and just briefly strokes a finger down Athelstan's cheek. You begin to watch as the arms start to heal over. Scarred. Awful looking. But healing. Athelstan, I need you to roll me a d6.
What's the state of the vines on his left hand and arm?
Gone.
That's not good.
Okay. You are technically out of a fast and loose initiative order, so you can act freely now.
is he still bleeding, or is it done now?
It stopped bleeding. What you
Okay.
see now on Athelstan's forearms down to his fingertips are heavy, heavy scars. Like he shoved both arms into a deep fryer and left them.
I burned you, bestie.
Alric is going to grab a pack of rations and shove them into Athelstan's chest. You're gonna need this. I don't know what the hell just happened, but you just rebuilt, a third of your body? You're gonna need this.
What the frickle frackle fuckity doo just happened?
Cedar is frozen, making a ridiculous face right now on
To
my
you.
screen. Yeah, for me. So I can't see what's happening.
Cedar just put up the out of character moose.
Okay.
What was the feeling
Which
of the one
Heart.
that of the second of the deeper heart when he was connected? Was that
the first
What was
heart
the
you
feeling?
felt was her.
obviously, yes.
The second
the-
heart, you
the
have
heart
no
of each.
idea.
But what was the so I know I don't know who it is, but was there intention? What was the feeling? What was
Make an
the
insight
taste?
check.
The taste of it? 21.
The feeling was you are prey. The lands will devour you. You may worship them all you please. But you are nothing but food. That's where we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Hello, we're back.
Hello.
Everybody okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Are you okay?
You out there? Y'all okay? Put in the description of of when this makes it onto YouTube that there is a degloving ahead. Content warnings are very important.
Yeah, we'll have to put a body horror warning on this one.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. Finally!
It only
Okay.
took 56 episodes,
I
but
was
the body
promised-
horror has arrived.
I was promised body horror upon the making of this character, and it's been very minimal up until now, and I'm very happy.
You're
That has been
welcome.
minimal?
Thank you. Oh yeah, me and Affy talk. Oh my god, when we were first making all the characters surrounding Athelstan and like Athelstan in general, there's just like those should be like Patreon exclusives in themselves.
Yeah.
I can't wait for like someday down the road, like 100 years from now, when we're done with this campaign, like, and we do the wrap up for it, we get to hear all of the details. Like, I'm here for it.
Yeah. Anywho, so you are all still at the Shadowtaker Lake. Or not, sorry, wrong lake. The not Basilisk Lake.
It's the Snake Lake.
The
Palaces.
shiny Snake Lake.
The shiny Snake Lake.
Petrifying Snake Lake. Athelstan, you're feeling a little ouchies. And as you look towards where you had connected to the moss, there is nothing there beyond moss.
His hand like slowly. I don't know. Everyone's like holding him by the arms, right? Whoever's holding his right arm, his hand just kind of like twists a little bit, and he just flips off the moss. Eyes like heavily lidded, just like. And his lamb just goes limp in whoever's holding his right arm.
Either me or Sly. I don't know.
We'll say you because you're here.
Okay.
There's Sly.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Okay, so Athelstan just, in the arm that you're holding, flipped off the moss. And he looks pretty shitty, but the bleeding has stopped. The skin is currently like a violet, not, I said it again, a lilac-y color, very pale and mottled, disfigured horribly
Okay.
with scar tissue.
And throughout all of that, he didn't scream once.
Weirdo.
How were his eyes?
They're green.
No. Like, did any other eyes open that the others saw?
No.
Okay, just wanted to see. This band-aid that they put on this realm is really not effective.
What do you
Keeps it
mean?
here,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Huh?
Keeps it here.
I have a...
No. It's... Once it figures out how to open a door. That's why we're being watched. It's not a single thing. It's Valishan. It is the heart of it.
What is the heart of it?
Yenrik. What happened?
Yes.
Yenrik,
What happened that made Valishan start to break apart?
If memory serves, it was when the old Dark Lord fell and the new one rose that they tried to remove the hunt.
The hunt is not an event. It's alive.
You've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
the
I've always
hunt is
suspected.
Valishan.
Yeah, that's
The
why
hunt is
magic acts weird. Yeah.
The hunt is Valishan, yes. It's all. We might be a little fucked.
Little?
Yeah.
That's nothing new.
I can still feel her.
Sky Daddy. Nobody asked you.
I can still feel her, but I'm starting to wonder if she's trapped.
I mean, according to my notes, only about 80% of the participants died during the hunt, so that's not bad.
Yeah. I like those odds. Is the water boiling yet?
Mm-hmm.
That's.
Okay. So does that change things then?
I got a bit of better idea about what we're dealing with here.
You want to share with the rest of the class?
Anybody else been feeling like they're being watched?
Since the moment we stepped in.
Hunted, followed, but every time you look, it's not there. Nothing's there.
Everything's there.
Exactly. The hunt is the land, and the land is the hunt, and the land and the hunt are alive. And every death feeds it. Becomes the moss, becomes the grass. This thing that's like the green, but is not, but is connected to it. Thing is, that means that it can bleed.
That also means it's most likely not even in its own pocket dimension.
No,
Hunting the Bagman is useless.
because it
You
can
won't
turn
get
it all
anything.
around. Nothing. I don't know if the map matters. I think
We-
it may not be that we're moving. I don't know.
Why bring you here then? Where do you fit in all of this?
Because she came with me.
Mina.
And she's not here with me anymore. She's here. But she's not with me.
That doesn't stop anything. I have a
He's-
feeling that wherever she is, the Bagman is going there.
Is hungry.
Hold on.
I'm a little lost.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. The Bagman isn't the land. The Bagman is just like one of you, a bystander.
But what do you mean the map doesn't matter?
I don't know if it does or doesn't. I wouldn't be surprised if it could bend itself, curve itself, trick us into thinking certain things that are real that are not real, just like it has previously.
We've already seen that.
Exactly. But it's worse. Because it's not just our perception of things, it is the land itself.
So
It-
how do we...
It's strong enough to tear my soul weapon from me. It's strong enough to take that which she gave to me. He turns his wrist like he usually does when he summons the blade.
Nothing.
And he holds up his left hand. Her mark isn't here.
So how do we fix it?
We have to find her.
Find her.
Go.
So the question is, do I risk magic
No.
to message her?
No.
We need to know where she is.
I could
No way we're finding her.
try. He reaches out a hand to the
No.
wall again.
No.
No,
I won't
Athelstan.
reach through this time. I went far deeper than I ever had before because I thought maybe I could. He just runs a fingertip over the grass and the moss.
There's that thrum of life again. Mina's heartbeat, followed by that faster paced the thump, the thump, the thump,
My
the
love.
thump, the thump, The moss begins to curl up over your finger.
Is it her beat or that beat?
That beat.
He pulls it. He pulls his hand away. Yeah. I'm a corpse. And what does a corpse do? It decays.
Okay.
And what thrives on what is decaying?
Nice.
Sure.
I'm fucking delicious. Just kind of like chuckles a little bit. He's maybe a little delirious and just like drops his head forward. Let's go to the temple.
One.
Which one?
The one to the northwest.
I agree.
The one that doesn't end our.
Yeah. The secrets.
Well, before that, Alric
Sorry.
picks up the pack that he already handed to Athelstan, who seems to be delirious. You are going to eat, and you are going to get your strength back before we go anywhere.
Can he eat?
Do you try to? Does anybody feed you?
Nah.
I would baby
he'll reach-
bird that shit if I have to.
Oh my god,
He,
2
like-
days in a row with the baby birding.
he reaches out for the ration.
So your sort of gnarled fingers reach out and curl around like a piece of jerky. Yeah. You're able to eat it.
Satisfied.
This is giving you the what for in chat.
Athelstan Rex, if you waste that greater restoration I just spent all of my points on, no, I'm gonna unalive you with my bare hands.
Alaric has it.
No, that was a
Greater
That was-
restoration that was paid by
Oh,
Liz
okay.
to save your ass from bleeding out.
What do I gotta do with it?
Oh, it's already
your-
done.
Oh, it's already done,
Yeah,
Liz.
That's what stuck.
That
to
was
you.
the thing from Mina, but yeah, it basically if you do that again, it's like she's gonna kick your ass.
Oh yeah, I know. All right. He just like kind of just like shoves he just shoves the jerky in his mouth and just like big old like a dog chewing peanut butter.
If you think that it would help, I did pack divination today.
He shakes his head. There's no fucking way that you are going to be putting yourself in contact with this.
I wouldn't be putting myself in contact with it. Would be finding Mina.
The veil, Eli.
I'm aware of what I'm risking with that. But she's important to you, Athelstan.
She is me.
Do you have any other idea how to find her?
Question.
Sure.
If this thing is everywhere, maybe she is too.
She is.
Okay, so why do we have to find her if she's everywhere?
Because her physical embodiment is what.
Oh fuck!
need.
She is everywhere because those
The
are
spirit.
because this is He like kind of curls his finger around a vine. These are her veins. They are her arteries. They move all the way to a heart.
So why don't we follow it?
Fuck.
You starting to catch on, Ulrich?
No, but I think well, yes and no, but I think I know why they wanted you.
Uh-huh.
As you said, it was to get Mina here.
Mm-hmm.
And now that it's here,
Mm-hmm.
it can spread to the other domains.
Yep. No one offers anything charitably.
It doesn't want to. They don't want to save Darkon.
No.
They want to consume. They want to consume it.
Yep. I'm starting to think that way. Because it didn't make sense from the beginning, but it was the only choice I had. And I'm sorry, everybody. I still don't understand how the Bagman could possibly be the thing that's going to hold it all together.
It's not.
I mean, it wasn't just you.
I know.
I was summoned here too.
The Bagman has something to do with it, but
Well, he
Well,
might be.
it's the
A
chance
way
to
out.
open. It's the chance to open a doorway. Yes.
And it's another
Yeah.
way for it to
Spread.
possibly spread to the
So
other
now
domains.
we face
That-
the unfortunate position
I think the
of
Bagman
saving
realized that.
the Bagman.
I think the Bagman realized that, and that's why it's heading northwest.
Of what?
We are now in the position of having to save the Bagman. Yeah.
They want the Bagman because his powers allow him to travel through interdimensional pockets to wherever it wants.
And with Mina's power to grow anywhere,
Anywhere we've been, there's a part
Any-
of her there. They would have access to all of it.
And anywhere
and
that knows
anywhere
her,
there's a bag of holding, it can go.
Now you're catching on. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. But I don't want to waste those precious rations that you just gave me, which are incredibly dry. I want blood. I want my
Is-
blood back.
All we have right now is this, so all I have to do, hand you a water skin out of 4 different water skins he has on his belt.
He just drinks a little bit of. He just like leans down. He's like, oh, it's okay. Leans down into the shield and just like very gently sips at the heated water.
You mean the boiling water?
I thought it wasn't boiling anymore because we moved it off to cool it, so that way we could move.
It'd still take a couple of minutes, and this hasn't been a couple of minutes yet.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
in fire heated metal.
Okay, I just thought it would be funny. Okay, gods.
You burn your tongue.
Yeah, fine. Can we go now? Well, we can.
Right now, I'd
Yeah.
say we if we go now, I hate to say it, Elfistan, but you're a liability in your condition.
Yep.
Let's sit, get our bearings, and figure out what we're going to do.
Eli,
Give you
you
a
did
chance to
pose
rest.
a good You did pose a good idea, but that's your call. Because you are the one who's casting it.
I
And
mean,
I refuse to let you pay too high of a price. Don't look at me like that, you fucking idiot. You have to be nice to me. I'm hurt.
I don't have to do shit.
You're such a mean older sister.
I'm aware. It's my job.
Do you even have any siblings?
Do not. I am an only child.
Not true.
Well, okay.
You're
I was an only child.
you're stuck with me.
Okay.
Except I was the one who went to the parties and she was the one who tagged along.
Okay. Bestie,
Mm.
maybe hop on the sparkle pony.
Just drave me over him like you hunted me.
Just tie on the saddle.
Athelstan.
And he looks at Breeze before you say that. Effie, I'm sorry, I cannot let this moment go. He looks at Breeze and he's like, "You promise? Don't threaten me with a good time, satyr."
You're fucking weird.
I know.
Your Valish is
Shut up and
showing.
get on the horse.
Athelstan.
Where Valish is here? Yeah, sorry.
As the shock wears off, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. They're taking it from me.
All right. You are suffering a stress effect.
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Yeah.
Because it's not that she's not here with him.
It's that she's in danger.
Also, the
Well-
fact you nearly fucking died.
Oh, that's okay. He's nearly dead. This actually, surprisingly enough, the wounds at least, not the most amount of pain he's been in. But psychologically, actually no, not even psychologically. He understands this kind of thing because this is a very animal thing. This he understands. Maybe even is interested by it. But like, it's the green. It's not the black.
Oh, right now
You
it's
want
more
me to
like
cast
blood.
a spell or not?
I just said it's up to you. And he's got his front draped over Atlas, and he's doing like the.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding, and he mounts up. May I, Atlas, before he mounts up?
Yeah, of course.
I hop up there.
And we horse around.
Hi ho, Silver.
He just like puts his arms around his waist. Just tie them there.
Okay.
No,
The
not you,
skeleton-
not you, Sly. Come on.
It's like the skeleton suddenly just like, okay, grabs hold of Athelstan's arms and holds them to Atlas for him.
No, don't take this from me, bone buddy. The satyr offered me something, and I aim to collect.
You tie his arms up.
He looks like directly in your eyes, and he just kind of goes like this.
I'm not looking at your face.
Make a dexterity
he's-
check. We'll
just
see how
like-
good the knot is.
What check?
A dex check.
Dex. Okay. Just a standard dex check, so this will be an additional +1 to whatever is up here. So
Nice.
23.
23. Okay. So, Athelstan, these are very good knots. The
He
DC to get free of them is 23.
Cool. Before Breeze pulls away, Athelstan takes their hand. Can you feel it?
Feel.
The green.
I have in the past.
Can you feel it now?
Gonna just meditate for a bit.
Okay. Make a
Try to
perception check.
feel- Another great skill of mine.
If you are still holding Athelstan's hand while you do so, you can do so at advantage.
Okay.
Because
not
gay.
letting go. He's not letting go anyway.
The gay advantage.
15.
The rule of the rainbow. The rainbow rule.
It's not the gay agenda, it's the gay advantage.
The advantage.
So as you are sort of meditating and reaching out to the green, you begin to hear that thump thump, thump thump, Thump,
Pull
thump,
away.
thump, thump.
Don't go too deep.
Do you
I
go
only hear
deeper?
one.
Don't go deeper.
I only hear one heartbeat, correct?
Do you go deeper?
He sinks he sinks one claw a little deeper into Breeze's palm to pull them out. Come back to me. Breeze.
Go
Please.
back to Athelstan.
You only heard the one. But it did come with this undercurrent of movement, like the sounds of snake scales running together, of things pressing and pushing and growing.
You are all I have left of her. Breeze.
I know. Didn't she show you everybody?
I see everyone, but they did not take her into them. They all have a part of me. You have a part of me, but you also have a part of her. You were already special, Breeze. You were already important.
I mean, I'm not.
I love how this is all happening around Atlas's waist.
I know.
Atlas is just like,
I feel like, yeah, Atlas is just sitting there like,
yep.
Just sitting there pulling the Gur moment, like doo 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 doo. And let's see how many people in chat understood that reference.
Let's sing
I'm
the
gonna
doom
sing the
song.
doom song.
Sorry, what were you saying, Rob?
I honestly don't even remember.
He said that Breeze was important. That was the last thing.
Oh,
he
okay.
said. That you were already important.
Train left the station. I honestly don't remember where I was going with it.
I'm pretty sure it was about to be something self-deprecating that you were not.
Yes,
that
it probably
important.
was.
Yeah.
Something along the lines of not that important, or wouldn't have been chased out of the home.
Still important. They feared you. Cowards. But maybe they were right to fear you. I would like to read this play of yours at some point. Or even better, see it performed. After all, plays are meant to be seen, not read. But you ran away from that. You don't need to run away from me.
That shit got confiscated. Probably burned.
If you ever decide that you want to go back and take back what is yours, I will go with you.
We have to get out of here first.
Trying
Now
to
shut
have
up,
some
'cause
wit.
Sparkle Pony is getting weird.
Oh, hey, Atlas. How's it
Hey.
going, man? How's it going, man?
You sound like crap.
If I'm being honest with you, I feel a lot like crap. Think about what I said, Breeze.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like starts to kind of just like lean his head against Atlas's waist. Kind of like in and out a little bit. I want to stay. Let's go.
Eli,
Let's go.
what are you doing?
There's one last squeeze and just let's go.
I'm gonna cast the spell.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
What do you say?
Divination or message?
Divination.
Oh.
Okay.
Because it's important.
Who just texted me and said, my vote is to call it the hunger. And honestly, I'm...
Okay. So in reading this spell, ask a single question concerning a specific goal. Okay. So fucking dumb. So fucking dumb. Okay.
While you're doing that, Athelstan will whisper something to Breeze, and I'll whisper you, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So while they're doing that
Mm-hmm.
and being incredibly gay over there, Keeley is going to go into that space where her magic is kept and find that sort of that feeling of what Xander's magic felt like that she's carried with her since he was a child.
Interrupt for a second.
So-
Last time when Alaric did magic, because like we were within a certain distance of each other, so maybe walk away a little bit.
Yeah, I can
They
step
all
away
take a step to the left.
so that I don't explode on all of you on accident. Sure.
Mostly to make sure Athelstan is like safe and out of
Yeah.
any danger zone.
I like step off to the side just a little bit. And she reaches into that space where she knows that she carries her son. That space that she always carries him in her heart. And grabs onto that as tight as she can.
Okay.
And in whatever strength that she has in her magic, she is going to, like any good mother would, break through that barrier between her and her child.
Okay.
She's
until
whipping the
she is like in her mind's eye, she is face to face with her son.
Okay.
And with everything that she has, she calls out and asks him to show her the way.
You'll need to be more specific.
Show me the way to Mina.
Okay. So as you are closing your eyes, you've cast out your sacrificial offering. What is your sacrificial offering? Has to be worth at least 25 gold pieces.
You could
And
help
it will be
yourself to any of-
destroyed.
You can help yourself to any of the remnants of Athelstan's flesh on the ground.
She uses the bracelet she got for Gabriella.
Okay.
Because it means something to her.
Okay.
Athelstan's more important in this moment.
So setting the bracelet down amongst a sort of runic marking that you've made in the sand next to the lake. You feel yourself being pulled from your body up and forward and out, becoming immense and insignificant all at once. And as you sort of settle into this state of existence and non-existence, you see your son before you. His wings are folded against his back, the spine of one held together by 2 rings. And he moves to you, sets a hand on your shoulder. You feel it, even through your armor, even through this astral projection. Yaguara. And then you are falling back down into your body. You land, disoriented for a moment, and I need you to roll a d6. And a wisdom saving throw.
Oops.
Okay. Managed to stave off the stress effect. However, as you settle back into your body, you realize that everything around you is completely silent.
She go deaf.
There's no sounds of birds. You can't hear the waterfall. You can't hear the dying fire. You don't hear the stomping of Atlas doing the impatient clippy-cloppy toes. The rest of you also suddenly hear nothing.
Good thing we know sign.
The world around you has become completely silent.
Not good.
Ulrich signs shit.
What's the sign for poop?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I love that image though.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, does anyone try talking first of all?
I mean, I'm sure we were
We
talking
were
to each other
in a
while this was
discussion, most
happening,
likely, and then it's like,
and
Okay. So we'll backpedal a little bit. While Keli is casting this ritual, what are the rest of you doing?
Athelstan was whispering in Breeze's ear.
Okay.
And I that final message I just sent you, Rob, I thought would be kind of funny.
yeah.
it's just breath now.
Taking bets on what's gonna go wrong.
Ulrich was
Just like in general.
Gordon. You and Gordon are like, all right, what's going to blow up?
I really
Right.
think the waterfall is going to come to life and like punch us in the face.
That'd be cool though.
Casting divination, opposite divination's gonna
Wow.
be.
Ulrich would have
honestly, maybe.
Ulrich and Liliana would have probably grabbed Yenrik and started looking over the map, trying to figure out, okay, where the hell are we exactly, and where the hell are we going?
I keep just like looking up the map and like have my notebook out, smiling while
Gordon.
Kayla's over there casting.
Gordon. Like quietly
Yeah.
so that nobody else can hear us.
What's up, babe?
What if she doesn't come back?
She'll come back.
What if that's what goes wrong?
It's totally... And then everything goes silent.
Again, Ulrich just signed shit.
Just pause, look at each other.
I'm like patting.
I feel like all of you just sign shit at the same time.
Athelstan's got his arms around Atlas. He's just like,
It is completely silent.
He kind of gestures at Breeze, like pulling at his wrist binds.
You asked for it.
And he just like looks at you and just like he just kind of tilts his head and he just bites his lip.
Ulrich
One
will
time.
turn.
Okay.
Ulrich will turn to Keli and sign. So you got your answer. So now it wants to make sure you can't tell us the answer.
I just climb up Gordon.
Allison will like sit up and just like lean heavily against Atlas's back and looks at Keli. Where? Sorry, I wasn't even looking at you. Finger spelling. Sorry. Y A G U A R.
I just hold up a map.
Yep. Okay. Go.
Okay.
What's our best way gonna be? Is it just climbing this one cliff face or
Signs to go
Or the
around the
path.
cliff. He doesn't trust the cliffs in this close to it.
Is there anything like potions of healing or anything that can fix this disaster?
Make an Arcana check.
What I'm
ask
doing.
through sign? Do we think this is just a radius or
That's a 1.
Uh,
You don't know. You can
it's
use
just
an
a
inspiration
radius,
if you
or is
want.
it everything?
No, I'm gonna save them for something. I know.
Okay.
I know.
Athelstan will look at Keli and make the sign for restoration.
rolled a 26 on the Arcana check.
Okay. Alaric, you have no fucking clue. Because
Oh,
this
damn.
is not anything like normal. This is not a normal reaction even to like chaos magic. This is completely unexpected. It is unpredictable. You think maybe it was supposed to be like a converse effect from whatever magic was cast. You're not so sure anymore.
Because the opposite of divination, which is sight, would be losing your sight. So, but not your hearing.
Feel the silence. Ulrich signs. Just very confused.
I'll just pick up one of the potions of healing and be like, worth a shot?
I don't think so.
No.
Yenrik, what are you doing?
I'm
Ah,
just
shit,
sitting
we're
here
just
writing.
we're just gesturing at each other. He doesn't know
Yeah.
sign, I don't think.
I don't know sign.
No, he doesn't. He's just looking.
Make an intelligence check.
Can't he also write in his notebook?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will say that a lot of the time, maybe completely like without realizing it, the rest of the party has occasionally, particularly when they're trying to be quiet, has signed while they
So
were
he's
talking.
picked up a little bit.
So you may pick up a couple words here and there. You probably didn't get the spelling of Yaguara. You
Yeah.
get like no and yes and thank you and please and
Does
shit. Basically all the swear words you know.
does
At this
Like
point.
Ulrich
anybody who learns a new language.
Yeah.
does Ulrich recognize that this is happening to Yenrik?
No, Yenrik's just jotting in his notebook.
And
I mean-
Kaylee pointed to the map, so Yenrik would have seen that too.
Yeah.
Ulrich will look at Yenrik and sign, "Do you understand?" sign.
I just like kind of tilt my head to the side, wave my hand back and forth a little bit.
Ulrich is just going to
Little bit.
grab Yenrik's book and very quickly write down the alphabet and what each sign represents.
Oh, you're writing in his book.
Yeah.
This will be interesting.
It'll be interesting.
As you begin to write, nothing happens. No indent to the page, no ink, no nothing.
And make a wisdom
Shit.
saving throw.
Yep.
Okay. Wisdom save.
Where's that gif of Jane Cobb from Firefly
And-
being like, saw that coming?
Flash of genius, because I can do that on saves too.
That brings you to
18.
18? Not enough.
Yep. Oh, damn.
I need
Where dumb
you
ways to die plays and we can't hear it.
to give me a memory.
No, don't do that to the only dad in the group.
One of your most precious memories.
You better not. What's your name? You better not bring my mother into this, Zaffy.
Unfortunately, the two most precious memory he has would be either his wedding day or the birth of his daughter.
Wedding day. You can get married again.
Heads or
fine.
tails?
You shouldn't have said that, you fucker. Oh shit. I don't even care that I got degloved. This is unacceptable, Affy.
Heads or tails?
Oh fuck.
Heads.
You forget the day your daughter was born.
Oh. Don't worry, Liliana has it on camera. It's fine.
You know you have a daughter, but you don't remember Liliana giving birth.
Maybe that's not a
Holding
bad
her
thing.
in your arms the first time.
Ooh. Well, the next time he held her in his arms will have been the first time for him then.
And as you look down at the book, you see a drawn depiction of this memory.
I don't like that. Natty 20 for what?
Still not high enough.
God damn. Probably not even another flash of genius would help that. That would turn it into a 33.
Alistan looks at Ulrich and just signs like, what's wrong?
Ulrich signs back, "I don't remember this."
Your wife's vagina is in Yenrik's book. How dare you, you bastard!
It's not so much that. It is the picture depicts sort of this family unit with Alaric's forehead pressed to Liliana's and the baby held between them. And just this light like kiss to the forehead of the baby. Yenrik, what do you do?
I remember.
What the fuck is this, Yenrik?
I'm not sure. But apparently, I remember the birth of a child that's not mine.
Your book stole my memory.
Apparently. How about you not write in it next time?
Do you happen to have written down who gave you this book so I can rip their heart out?
So, As I flip to the first few pages, there's like 7 or 8 pages missing. No.
This book, you are not forgetful, Yenrik. You don't use this book to remember. It uses you. This is the reason why you can't remember anything.
I'll just point at the book and go like this, and then like write what Alaric was gonna write, but on the ground,
Okay.
saying like copy it.
You have Athelstan's pen and paper.
True.
All right. So you quickly do sketches of the hand signs for finger lettering. Yenrik, what do you do?
I
What does Liliana
copy it
do?
into the book.
Okay. You are now proficient in hand sign.
What does Liliana do?
She's staring at you, kind of bewildered. Like, how could you possibly forget this?
Shy, that's not yours.
Ulrich just signs, I'm gonna murder someone. I don't know who, but they are not going to like me.
So I sign a hypothetical scenario. If I die, is the memory permanently gone?
It's a very good question.
No idea.
Can you pass the book on to someone? Is that possible?
I don't remember the rules.
So keep the rabbit alive. Got it.
I wonder if you can signs. I wonder if you can give somebody the memories from that book.
I don't remember.
Let's get the water. We need to move. Now.
I'm gonna grab a bit of dust out of my bag, dribble it over the water, and it forms into a single bead.
Dust of dryness. I so want to fuck you right now. That was awesome. It's because you went through your inventory before we started, right? Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that.
It was a little bit of forced inventory management on my part, but
Yes.
because y'all got a lot of shit that you don't use. So you begin to head to
Follow the trail.
Follow the gasping way.
Mm-hmm.
Follow Yellow Brick Road.
I
I hate that song.
As you move approximately 100 feet from your original position, sound begins to come back to you. First, the faint creaking of trees, sounds of birds, the wind in the trees. Your party with their random bodily noises.
And he just signs and speaks. Shit. Oh.
It was a field of silence.
A cone of silence, if you will. While I'm writing Atlas, could I read one of the things I brought with me?
Are your hands still bound?
No, remember we untied them
Okay.
and flirted. Well, Athelstan flirted, like did the bite lip, the sexy bite lip,
Yeah, got it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, you could read. You could even, since you're not walking or actively doing anything, you could take what is essentially a short rest.
I'll take that first.
Well, you can do it like simultaneously. You're doing like a light activity
Okay,
by
cool.
riding Atlas and reading.
I will do
So
that.
you can go ahead and take a short rest.
Okay.
So you can spend hit die if you like.
Yes. I want to read Personal Care for Adventurers.
Okay. Get back to that. Anybody else doing anything as you're walking now with sound back? And
Atlas would probably be trying to track as best as can.
okay, make a survival check at advantage for Atlas.
Why is the music turning scary?
It's been scary for a while.
Yeah, but it just did a womp.
Well, it was also off for a minute or two.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh, right. Yeah.
22.
22? Okay. So, on the map, you begin to see the tracks heading up and over the mountainside on the other side of Yagura's cave. Or heart, sorry. It's up to
Should
you
follow.
how you decide.
How sheer is this cliff?
It's probably about the same sort of grade as you had to take to get up the mountainside for the Pantera Lodge.
We could just do what we did then.
It'll take probably
Climbing
days
leader
off
and-
our travel.
Yeah. I don't want to get separated that far from the Bagman. So
I can climb down.
Atlas into a wild shape to
Magic.
get up the
Magic.
hill. Do you really want to try and haul a centaur up a cliff? I know Gordon is strong, but
We've got ropes.
I'm really
and
strong. I'll have to put my
Yeah.
girlfriend down, but yeah, I can probably lift him.
we've got ropes and pittons and
Mm-hmm.
I leave that up to you guys. However you want to get up there, I don't care.
What would Atlas do?
Atlas would turn into a bird.
Yeah. I would want to leave that up to Maggie specifically. So do we want to just like kind of gloss over that and go back to it, maybe?
Yep, sure. We can just
Yeah.
dramatic hand wave and we'll do a doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo,
Yeah.
doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
It's a travel montage.
Yeah.
do a
So
doodly
that
do
way we
next-
don't. That way we don't lose too
doodly do
much.
at the start of the next episode. And
Yeah. Doodly doing it is very important.
Yes. Where's the harp sound effect, Daffy?
I don't think I have one.
You need
doodly do,
one.
doodly do, doodly do.
We have to get to where we camp for the night because I demand that this watch happen tonight. After the shit that you
Wow.
put us through
Yeah,
today,
we deserve
I
it.
demand that watch happens tonight.
And now it's gonna be really upsetting because Liliana just watched her husband lose the memory of their child being born.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Gordon is super understanding and a really good listener.
Okay, so you start up the cliff face. It is, again, probably about the same grade as it took to get to Pantera Lodge. So there are shelves and areas where you can stop and kind of rest, regain your strength before moving on. I will say this will deplete your water for the day.
Even
So
with
if you
the
only
extra
have
we got.
Yes. If you only have one water
Okay.
skin, it's empty.
Having looked at Maggie's inventory now, I can tell you that they have 12 water skins. So we're okay for right now.
Nobody go near them with a pin.
I thought I had a lot at 4.
I wanted a lot
All right.
of 3.
We can also do the leaf thing. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, if we get
Yeah,
desperate,
Yeah.
I will make that executive decision for Maggie.
Can we?
Okay.
Can I also drop a perception check in the tower, Affy?
What are you trying to perceive?
I would like to perceive whether or not either us being followed by possibly other hunters, or if someone else has obviously been this way before, because it's kind of hard to climb up the sheer face of a cliff without leaving some marks. As a climber myself.
Well, I will say from the survival check, you can see where you presume the Bagman has clawed his way up the side of the mountain.
Anything else? Anyone else?
Not that you see anything recent. There are some old, like, pythons and, frayed rope that's clearly weather-worn, but that's about it.
Okay, cool.
So it gets to about half an hour after dark when you finally reach the top of this plateau.
Any place to hunker down?
It's very thickly covered in brush and trees. Probably with some work, you could clear a spot to make a camp.
Could we carve ourselves out a little thicket out of a thicket or whatever, and just like kids like secret
Less. It's not like a thicket like that. It's just there's a lot of like low brush grass and ferns and
Do
stuff.
what we've done.
Yeah, you would be able to probably manage another lean-to situation.
Try and make it as a part of the environment as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody who is helping in the construction of said grand estate for your evening, please make a survival check.
I don't think I'd be very useful here, y'all. But I can try. I just don't want to bring the party total down.
It's okay. Kila's doing that herself.
17.
Yep.
19.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that because
Sure.
Y'all just
we
like
need to be able to rest.
Y'all just sit Athelstan down, and he's just like pathetically making a little fire.
It's a little better.
Ulrich just tosses him a tinderbox.
Okay. So you make a serviceable enough space for yourselves. Bit of a platform to keep like bugs and rodents off. Overhead shelter. 2 walls. That's about it. And again, it's very small, very cramped spaces. You've got sort of your fire going in the middle.
With those survival checks, could we say that we were able to collect some more water from any nearby foliage?
Hey, Lich, thanks for the bits. You would need to make a separate survival check for
Okay.
water collection.
Just wanted to see.
Yep.
We don't need it at the moment, but I also don't want to rely all the way on Atlas's pack. So maybe we'll wait for that in the morning.
Okay. So, as you settle into camp, what's happening? Anybody doing anything before bed?
I'm studying my new page.
And Arluric's just like Stevie's just like, stop looking at my wife. I'm sorry, that joke earlier just really great. My wife's vagina's in your book, you bastard.
There's no vagina.
I know.
Yes,
What
there is.
happens? Is that not how babies are born, Affy?
There's an insinuation of vagina, but there is no actual
Oh.
vagina depicted.
No vagine.
No vajoozle.
No vajoozle in your. It's not a pornographic book.
No.
At least as far as we know.
It's
I don't wanna
more, it's more of the sort of sweetness of the memory.
be jealous.
And, those moments of fear and anxiety and adrenaline as she gets into like the final stages of giving birth. And then that sort of after euphoria feeling of look at what we've created. That's gone from Alaric. But it's yours now.
The surreal part is he remembers that he was there. He just doesn't fucking remember it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So tired.
Anything else before you settle down to sleep?
Lay by me. Please. Please.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Snuggin!
I'll take first watch.
I'll go.
Okay.
Delaying.
That's second
Eli
watch.
and Yinrik, as you settle in for first watch, I need a perception check, one from each or one at an advantage.
I'm assuming that yours is better than mine,
Yeah.
so I will give you advantage.
Doesn't help much.
Okay. So as you're settling in and the sun has gone down by now, you can hear sort of the buzzing of insects and, your little campfire in the middle of your makeshift home for the evening. You hear what sounds like a whistling in the distance, and then it grows in volume until it's like a screech, and you look up and you see this bright light with a tail coming off of it flying through the sky. It disappears behind the tree line, and the ground rumbles as it seems to impact approximately 100 feet away.
I want to go touch it.
Like
He's like
meteor
Stitch.
hit the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go touch it.
No. Today has been bad enough. Let's not.
Okay, let's not touch it. Let's go look at it.
No. No. It will still be in the morning. We will deal
Maybe.
with it then.
Maybe.
If it's not there in the morning, then it's not there in the morning.
But it could be awesome.
No. No more putting us at risk tonight.
Leaving it could be putting us at risk.
Stay together.
Sly would have gone with me.
Yeah, that's because the two of you are nothing but chaos. Just leave it. Please. I'm asking you to just leave it.
I suppose. So, in your travels, I hold up my book. Have you seen anything like this before?
Like the book? Or are you pointing at something specific?
No, just waving the book. The book itself.
In my weirdly long life, have I seen something like this?
Yeah?
Make a history check.
My Kili don't suck. 21.
You've heard of objects like this. Generally, they are not so compact in travel size. They are like fonts, almost. They are pedestals or basins or some sort of receptacle. that memories are removed and put into. This is like that, but obviously travel size for your convenience.
So it's a mobile pensive. Cool.
Essentially.
I explain this. I've never seen one so small. I hope you know what you're doing.
I have no idea. I didn't know it was
Yeah,
special
that's what I'm afraid of.
until I remember as a child I never had.
Have you tried to take a memory out of there?
I didn't know it was a memory. I thought it was just like a little journal. Like, oh yeah, I remember that type thing. I mean, obviously there's pages missing, but I don't know what kind of effect it has. Obviously I don't remember what it is, so tearing a page out doesn't return the memory.
What's the oldest memory that's in your book?
So I'm going to open my book and I start flipping through toward the front.
After the first couple pages that were removed, you have memories of changes to Valishan. You have notes that there used to be a great hunter.
Oh my fucking god. Are you
And
kidding me?
at some point, that hunter was removed, and now your leader is the Dark Lord. And things are better. Your people are not being hunted every time they go hunting. They're not being slaughtered and set out like trophies. And as you flip pages, things like the displacer beast population is growing. The wilds are coming back to life, whereas before they had been dying.
I just convey that in old Yenrik way. So, I do not remember anything before this page right here.
I have a really terrible thought, and I don't like where my brain just went, so we're gonna ignore that for a couple of minutes. Okay. So you've been serving Shikuna since...
As long as I can remember.
Okay. Well, I really hope that I'm wrong.
What's your theory?
I don't know that I even want to put that out in the universe at the moment.
What's the worst that could happen?
Tweety, you rewatch these.
I don't.
It's... I really hope that I'm wrong. For your sake and for ours. I really hope that I'm wrong.
for mine.
Yes, for your sake. Because if you are what I think you are, Athelstan will kill you when he finds out.
How about we wait till we restore our memory?
I really hope that I'm wrong. But until then, please try not to kill any of my friends. I am quite fond of all of them.
As far as I can remember, I am quite fond of some of them as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you sure we can't go investigate the thing?
I'm quite sure.
Fine.
I wake up Gordon and Liliana.
What? What?
Yes.
It's your turn for watch, sweetie.
Ugh. Okay. He like shuffles Sly into his lap, like cradling her with one arm. Just sort of blinks blearily. Who am I on watch with?
You're on with Liliana, sweetie.
Alright. Cool. Like reaches over and like on the other side of Alara kind of like taps her head a couple times to wake her up. What?
Just so the two of you are aware, what I'm guessing is a falling star fell over there. Please stay here, regardless of what you hear.
Oh, I'm not going out there.
I'm not talking to you, sweetie. You actually have a brain some days.
Oh.
Gordon, I love you
Some days.
so much. But please don't leave us.
Why
So
would
I will
I
not be happy if you wander off.
Why would I leave? If I get up, this whole thing comes down.
Exactly. So stay here.
No problem, Keli. You need to take it down a notch.
Probably, honey, but it's been a day.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
I'm gonna go to sleep now.
My girlfriend's best friend just got degloved in front of us. That was fucked up.
Yeah. It's been a day.
Yeah. It's fine. Go to sleep. I got this. I'm not gonna even stand up unless, we're gonna be attacked or something. That's a different story.
Okay. Have fun.
Yeah.
Go and lay down.
Okay. That's fine. And from his spot, he begins like making a tea for Liliana and himself and the third watch, whoever it may be. And they're quiet for a time. Just sipping their tea and listening to the world around them. So, that was some heavy shit. Yeah, really was. I didn't know that was even possible. I know, I've never heard of that. I'm kind of like into magic now. I went to school and everything for it, but that's new. Yeah, I've never heard of that before. I've heard of like people taking memories and removing them, but not putting it into like a book. It's so weird. Yeah, but I guess the most important part is how are you handling it? I'm a little upset, to be honest. I It was one of the most important days of our life. And by being foolish, he just gave it away without even thinking about it. I know he didn't do it on purpose, but you all know magic better than I do. And I'm pretty sure Sly said something about the book having some sort of magical property or something. Oh. I don't know. Huh. That's hard. I know we were a little stressed. I mean, the thing with Athelstan, and then all of a sudden it was really quiet everywhere. Still, I don't think it was not my husband's shining moment. Nah, that was pretty fucking dumb. That's okay, though. We all make stupid mistakes. Yeah. Yeah. Gordon is going to make a check. See how that goes, because he's dumb.
Thank you so much for this, Affy. This is so amazing. It's all I ever wanted.
Okay. So they sort of settle into this quiet, comfortable silence where they are watching the world around them, kind of contemplating what the next action is. They know they need to go to the temple, and it just seems about as insurmountable as the mountain they just climbed. And about midway through the conversation, Gordon kind of gets this look to his eyes as he's looking at Liliana. Just sort of a furrow of the brow and a flare of the nostrils around the ring in his snout. Hmm. And then he wakes up the third watch. Who's on third?
Ulrich.
I was gonna say I didn't take a watch yesterday, so
Oh, good.
Oh, good,
Athelstan's
yeah.
wrapped
Oh
around
boy,
you.
yeah,
the
Athelstan is
two.
Athelstan is literally wrapped around you.
that's fine. I can.
You could sit up.
No, not without waking him at least.
Well, the only other two.
Sly, I think Sly and Alaric should take a watch together.
I mean, if I don't know if it will I will have gotten a full rest by now, by the
Yeah.
third watch, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm down for it if you're down for it, but like, only if you want to.
Whoever wants to go with Ulrich.
Oh, I was suggesting Athelstan and Breeze because that would have been funny, but like, that's cool.
Or
Yay!
Breeze. It doesn't matter.
Oh my god, sorry.
You are playing Gordon and Liliana. Who do they wake up?
Yeah, you decide.
Gordon would let Sly sleep.
Good, because I'm currently consistently saying stop to the cat.
I think Gordon would wake up probably Breeze.
He's not gonna wake
Athelstan-
up Athelstan.
Yeah, he's not going to wake up
After what
Athelstan
he's been
because,
through.
yeah, exactly. And Liliana would most likely wake up probably her husband because she's a little peeved
Yes.
at the moment. Oh, you want to sleep all through the night? Too bad. So, Breeze and Alaric. Perception check from either one of you at advantage or one each.
You take it.
I'm feeling particularly perceptive right
Yeah,
now.
you're not gonna dislodge this motherfucker.
Yeah, you are.
Flash
So,
genius.
perceptive.
19.
So 19. Okay. Can't do that one. While traveling. Well, they're
Why
not traveling, they're
not?
sleeping. Nope. It's all like while traveling. Okay. You hear a soft whistling that begins to grow louder and louder.
Nope. Nope.
Shit.
Looking up to the sky, a bright light with a long tail behind it. Roll me a D100.
You got it? Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. This
Really low is good.
massive meteor crashes into the trees about 29 feet from your camp.
Fuck.
The ground rattles. Everyone is awakened by this, and you're all going to take some piercing damage
No shit.
as debris flies out from the ground towards your encampment into the tent, rattling around. Yes.
I know I probably don't have a reaction, but if the explosion awakens us, is there any chance Athelstan can throw himself more on top of
29.
Breeze?
No, because you're both asleep.
Gay.
Breeze, I thought Breeze was awake.
Well,
Breeze is
you're
on
asleep.
Oh.
Yes. 29 feet is that in.
So, you all take 12 piercing damage as this debris flies towards you all.
Ulrich would have probably tried to jump in front of Liliana. that-
Make
I
a
don't know.
dex save to see if you would be fast enough when you realize that this thing is moving closer to you. Yeah, no, you're
Nope.
not fast enough.
There's a very sharp intake of breath, and he wakes up.
Oh,
You
fuck.
hear this sizzling sound from this now 20-foot wide crater about 29 feet from your camp.
There's an oddly specific number there, Sky Daddy.
Well, he rolled a 29 on the D100, so
The
that's how
D100.
far away it is.
Okay.
30 feet, motherfucker.
29 feet. Exactly 29 feet.
Didn't something like this happen earlier?
Yep. But it was a lot further away. As I like pull
See,
a
we
shard
should've
of
gone
whatever
looked at
out of
it.
my face. Shut up,
something-
Yenrik.
Is something aiming at us, or are we just this fucking unlucky today?
Do you really want an answer to that question? Because I don't.
Yes and no.
Both. It's both.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Good, because I think I'm bleeding again.
We're all
I
bleeding.
think we all are.
I'm quite beefy for my size.
I know. And he squeezes your waist.
Gay. Make a perception check, everybody, as you're sitting there kind of, what the fuck just happened?
Pulling pieces of stuff out of our face.
Yep.
That's a natural 1 for me.
Yeah, it is.
That
Nah.
tracks.
Gotta love that stress effect, baby.
Yeah.
He's just like pulling debris out of like Breeze's like the side of the Breeze's poor temple, you know.
16.
Oh, we're all rolling really well. Those
All
three
right.
11s in a row.
311s, jeez.
Atlas, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't you hurt the sparkle boy! You've already taken the precious memory tonight.
He's okay.
23.
However, as Atlas looks over the edge of this crater, something begins to move, sliding up, moving closer to the edge of the crater. And fluttering tentacles begin to emerge from the edges of the crater,
Oh boy.
eking outward. Not directly facing you.
I feel like Atlas makes a very un-Atlas sound.
Or like,
Splinter! So, each PC heals 10 hit points from Liz.
Thanks,
thank
Liz.
you, Liz.
I need somebody to roll a d6.
I'll do it.
Got it.
Okay.
Too late.
Stands came through first.
Stop rolling, Yenrik, you piece of shit.
This is your fault.
It's all your fault. I know your secret. You don't even know it.
I'm about to say good because I don't know it.
Yeah.
Because they ripped it out of your book.
Okay.
I feel like we do know it, but I hope that we're wrong.
You ripped it out of your book.
Yeah.
So,
Just saying.
as the healing settles in
Fucking be Cthulhu, I swear to God.
from Liz, and this creature begins to move above the craters, you all take... actually, someone roll a d8 for me.
Yenrik, I swear to fucking gods.
1. All right. Yenrik, you heal fully. The rest of you take an additional 12 damage.
I fucking
Sorry.
hate you, Yenrik.
So you healed 10 and then took another 12.
Okay, so now I'm at 14.
Change that up here. And as the healing settles in, you watch basically like some black purpley smoke begins to emerge from all of your injuries and is sucked directly into Yenrik's face. And all of his wounds are healed. Looking over the edge of the crater now, you see that this massive creature has begun to emerge and crawl out of the muck, the crater, the burning thing that fell from the sky. And that's where we're going to pick it up next week.
Mm-hmm. I knew you were gonna do that.
It's late.
I fucking dare you.
Look, you want to go into a combat with, I don't know, some sort of eldritch being. It's 12 at night.
I
Let's
mean,
gotta go to bed.
we deal with Agni all the time.
Also, what just happened there, Agni, does not look good for Yenrik, by the way.
Yeah.
There's not a good look. I know that it's not his. I think it's not his fault. Probably is his fault anyway.
No, it's not his fault.
Because blame Agni. But
Blame
no,
Agni,
blame Agni. But yeah, it is your fault anyway. It is your fault. Totally is your fault. But yeah, doesn't look good.
So, thanks for watching. Hope you're all okay. Don't forget, you can always check in with us if you are not okay with what happened on stream. The Domains of Dread are a very horror-heavy campaign, and we are finally getting into it because the players have stayed in one domain for longer than 3 days. So,
Just
I get
following
to
the
fuck with them now, finally.
just following
56
the plot
episodes
hook.
in.
Just following the plot hooks, man.
Yeah. And then running away from all the other ones.
Yeah, the plot hook said to get the fuck
We were
out.
too low level for the other ones.
You don't know that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, we knew that.
I'm just saying, you don't know that.
Literally, someone punched me so hard. Someone literally scratched me so hard I almost died. I did die. Excuse me.
You didn't die, you just fell down a little bit.
I did a little bit.
All right, we are going to raid our friends over at Total Party Chill. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around. If you have any comments, go ahead and join our Discord and let us know. We also love fan art, so if you've got any fan art that you'd like to throw our way, you can join our Discord and send it, or you can email it to thevactaire@gmail.com. We will be back on Thursday for A Song of Crystal and Shadow, which is our Final Fantasy homebrew adventure with DM Sophia. And if you're into Final Fantasy and D&D, there are a couple seats available for that one still. So if you want to join up, just shoot Artemis or I a message.
Take a screenshot right now of all the character art, and I would love some really gay fan art because there was a lot of gay in here.
There was a lot of gay tonight, like entirely excellent amount of gay. So yeah,
Thank you, Rob.
stick around,
Yes, and baby.
farm those points. We will see you next time.
Yeah,
Bye.
I had a bad day. Bye.